Okay, we are live. Welcome to Tuesday. Um, we got some good news. We're all here this week. We got some bad news. Mistress Candy had to cancel, and we will be winging our talk about kink and fetishes by talking about what little we know about kink and fetishes.
Mm. Somebody probably got her tied up somewhere or something. So
And the
Not
show
tied up at the last
begins.
minute.
And the show begins.
There we go. Um,
we'll let you set this one off, Barbara.
okay.
Set
This
it
is
off.
my thing. Uh, has any of us ever been with somebody that had a fetish about one of our particular body parts?
I have been with someone that has a fetish.
What was the fetish?
It wasn't about a body part though.
No,
Well,
what?
it was. I guess you could say it was about a body part though. I was with
Yeah.
a young lady that I guess this is a fetish. She liked to watch me with someone else.
You said that.
Yeah,
You did say
yeah.
that. I
That's
remember
Yes,
you saying that.
she enjoyed that. Turned
Um,
her on. She didn't want to participate because she's not into women at all, but she liked to watch, and that was a turn on for her. So yeah, I guess that was a fetish. Interesting.
uh,
Did you like it?
I really didn't care. At first, I thought it was weird as hell, but I'm like, if you want to watch, if that turns you on, sure. Like
no,
whatever.
I would have been uncomfortable with that, especially if that's somebody I like was feeling or something like that. I would
If
have
it
been
was someone that you felt you would have a future with,
yeah, that would
I
bother me.
I didn't feel that way, so
Of
I
course you did in your icebox.
I didn't care. So I'm like, okay,
I didn't know. I don't know if it's a fetish, but I didn't know about sucking toes
that's a fetish.
That's a fetish.
That's definitely a fetish.
until I got with a certain person.
Uh huh.
I don't know if y'all hear laughing in the background. This is hard, but I like it.
And
I like it.
do you not to name names, but are you currently liking it, or is
Look at well, I just like cringing.
it?
Mm.
Talk to us, darling.
Like, if you hear extra laughing in the background because the person is sitting here,
So
so
that's your answer right there. You know.
right.
Hmm.
So I didn't know about the whole sucking toes thing, the whole sucking toes thing until it was like, oh,
I knew I
okay.
liked my brother for a reason.
So I can say honestly that yeah, the sucking toes thing, I'm check. I'm for it.
I'm
Yeah.
for that too. Very
He
good.
said I'm for that too.
But you know, I always been like, I always judged women by their feet. I'm like, I look at them, no, I can't talk to her. Her feet look like they've been through the grinder. So,
Not like they've
it,
been
it's,
through the grinder.
it's very important that you take care of your feet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
This says a lot to me. But that definitely is a fetish. The next fetish is I had another young lady that liked to get tied up.
Everybody likes to get tied up.
Nah, I had one that was like, hell no. You ain't tying me up where I can't get away. Like, nope. So
I have no wrists. So I like to get tied up and I can like do some Houdini shit. I really don't. It's weird. That's why I always wear bracelets on my wrist. You
Mm-hmm.
never see me without bracelets or a watch covering my wrist because I have no wrists. My hand goes right straight into my arm.
And see,
Mm.
we have I have my handcuffs. So
You still have your NYPD handcuffs?
yeah, they mine. I bought them.
So do I.
Law enforcement.
Hmm. But they definitely came in handy. So that's another thing. Let me see. There's a few interesting the gags.
No, you ain't gagging me with nothing.
Hmm.
Hi. Hi, Olivia. So nice to see you. Welcome. What's expensive? Fetishes or feet? Or getting tied up?
Well, getting tied up is definitely not expensive. All you gotta do is have a little bit of rope. And like I said,
Or some NYPD good old handcuffs.
that's right. Or you have my NYPD handcuffs, and I have both sets. I have the strap ones and the metal ones.
I never had the strap ones, but I damn sure got the metal ones. Yeah, no, I don't want to. Don't gag me.
Yeah, don't gag me.
Don't.
Nah, you gotta hear you talking dirty. Can't gag you.
Oh, Olivia's getting a pedicure. That's what's up, Olivia. That's
You
right.
know, my husband is over here just making me blush. I'm sorry.
Is he playing with your feet?
No, he said,
Okay.
"Don't gag you. I got to hear you talking dirty."
But see,
Look at my.
the
I
thing
mean,
is,
talking
it's,
dirty is
it's
a fetish.
different people that
Some
have.
people get off. You can talk dirty to them, and they just like
Hmm.
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
true.
It does
That's
its thing.
That's true.
Yeah, Olivia's no.
But then you have different people that have different kinks. Like I know a guy that he likes. I hate to put it like this, but it is real. He likes big, heavy women. If you're not over 200 pounds, he will not talk to you.
I mean, people like what they like.
Right. So I know another guy, he likes hairy women. I can't do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
And I am a woman.
You know I can't do that, Sean. I can't do the hairy stuff. No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I completely didn't talk to a woman because we had too much underarm hair. So,
Oh my God. She said like this, and it was a rat.
yep.
But that now is one of those things where if you don't want to do it, like a lot of young women are not shaving anymore.
That's why I'm happy I'm old.
Not that's why I'm happy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You know, bro.
Underarms-
I just
They
can't
want
deal
to
with
know if
you
the
right now.
underarm stunk. They shouldn't though.
Did what?
The underarms that
I
went.
don't know. I didn't get that close.
He didn't want to be okay.
I didn't even get that. Like she lifted up her arms and it was a wrap. I
It was a
saw it.
lot of hair.
I
It
was
was,
automatically turned off. I was like, no, I can't do that.
yeah.
Sean almost fell out from laughter.
Because you already know I was cracking up because I couldn't even believe what I was seeing.
And we was like, "Oh my!"
Did it
And
stink?
she
I
was
don't think she
working hard,
stink. Olivia asked, did she stink? I don't think she stink. It was just the fact that she was hairier than usual.
right?
Yeah.
Now I think she was a very, I think
Earthy
a
person.
very clean woman. She was a clean woman.
But she was
Um,
just earthy.
she took care of herself. She just didn't take care of that, and I couldn't get past that. Like, no, 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 no. I thought I was back in the 70s or something. So I was waiting for some disco to come on or
Oh no, that was before. Like hairy underarms were before disco.
some pimp music to come out the speakers or something like that. No, Olivia, you definitely don't want to see those underarms. It looked like she could cornroll her underarms.
Yeah, it was definitely like hanging at least about this much.
Remember the Madonna 1979 pictures?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Madonna posed naked for a photographer before she
Yeah,
any
she did the book.
was, and she had like nothing was debilitated,
Right.
like
And
nothing.
she even had it was a sex book. She did it. Big Daddy Kane was in there. A lot of different people did the book with her. But like I said, me nah, there's certain things like I'm willing to try some things, but nah. Now what
Yeah,
about
some things I
paddle?
can't try. Like, some people have butt fetishes. Don't play with my butt. Look at this dumb shit over here. Don't play with my butt. Look. Oh, this is 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
play
no.
with my butt. No, it's a no for me. And
It's
when
one of those things, though.
what?
It's one of those things. When it's bad, it's really bad. But when it's good,
Let me tell you something.
Give
When
me
like
one
in a
second.
small voice.
me and my husband was going through the interview process, and he said that he don't, huh?
For butt stuff?
No, when you're dating, I call that the interview process.
So
Uh,
you were interviewing for butt stuff.
no, we were just talking,
Okay.
and that was one of his things. He was like, I don't do anal, and I was
Give me
like,
one
okay,
second.
God,
I'll call
you
you
have
right
sex
back.
with my husband.
I'm on the phone with my mom. Give me one
Uh,
second. I'll call you right
uh-uh.
back.
So yeah, I don't play with my butt.
But let me know
Play with my
is either of you women um down with paddling?
yeah.
Paddle, paddling,
Yeah,
The paddle.
I used to keep
just spanking.
Yeah, but you use a paddle.
paddle.
Your
Yeah.
hand.
I used to keep a travel paddle in my luggage.
But you don't do that.
Oh damn.
I say you should.
Okay.
You don't do that though. I like that.
Yeah, it was like a small
I like that. You don't do it.
like a kind of a
Yeah.
plastic spatula. It worked really well and it got
Yes,
me through
yes.
airport security.
Hmm.
You said it what from airport security?
It was I used to keep a travel paddle. It was like a for um doing plastic, but it got through. It was plastic, so it got through airport security. So you could take it when you went on vacation, and you needed to be like paddled in a tropical location.
Mm. No, I haven't done the paddle thing, but the hand thing, yes. Spank me, yes. But don't put your finger up my butt.
You can't do both though.
I know. It's just that's yeah. So, um,
So yeah,
what is
2015.
some of the other fetishes or kinks that's out there that you've either tried once or
Shoes,
yeah.
shoes, yeah, shoes, hooker
Oh,
shoes. Yeah, there's a lot of places where you can get like a fabulous $20 pair of hooker shoes and just have them for
yeah.
years, no dirt on the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I really never cared about the shoes and stuff,
Well,
but
now,
if that makes her feel sexy, it's cool. My next fetish is a retarded one. Well, hold up, let me not say it like that.
that's not.
My next, it's like I said, you could throw in a wife beater and nothing else. That's sexier than lingerie to me.
There's a lot of guys that feel that way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just throw in a wife beater. You done saved a couple of $100. That's sexy. And
Not that sexy too.
and it just it's crazy. Ladies, I gotta step off for a moment though, but I'll try to jump back on in a minute. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's have some girl talk.
Yes.
Mm,
Mm.
girl talk. So look. So let's talk about what is one of, like, I guess, a girl fetish, if you will.
A what?
A girl fetish, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Of what are some of the things like you think is like a girl fetish, or some people have a fetish with, oral sex.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Like
definitely.
it's a must do in order for them, the girl, to even feel, you know,
But that's also, I don't know that that's so much of a fetish as that's where they can't get off any other way. There's a lot of women who can't get off any other way. And if you can't get off, if somebody doesn't do that, then you need to find somebody that does that every time.
that's true.
And that's kind of like with other fetishes. And like I always say, it's only kinky the first time. And that's kind of true because if it's your thing, if you feel the need to get like a half dozen good paddles on the butt before as part of your natural foreplay, like the thing that makes you feel, then you need that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And if you need like the visual stimulation, like when I was talking to Mistress Candy on the phone, she was talking about like fetishes, like when a woman is so much bigger than a man. And like Wise was talking about, like a friend of his only dates women who are like over 200 pounds. So some,
My
like,
husband,
people
he don't like he don't really date skinny women like that either. Y'all know I ain't no size 5, but so
like I dated somebody who was um particularly into my specific looks, like my body type, eye color, hair color. And then I learned that like there are actually like you can search porn based on what people look like the color of your eyes or the color of your hair, or like
what, even, and this came up because
mhm,
one of my assistants, she's a little person.
mhm,
Even like there's some men who, little women.
Little Women.
She got her whole husband that's 6 feet and change.
Hmm.
Yep. So that too.
Yeah, and I bet he thinks that she hangs the moon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
You're right.
because it's like a lot of people are like, when we were talking about manifesting, you put like the things that you really want from somebody, and there's only so many things you can get. So what if you get all the emotional and none of the physical? Or what if you get all of the physical and none of the emotional or intellectual? Or somebody looks exactly like you want them to look. And every time you look at them, it's like, wow, they look amazing.
Right, 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 right.
But they're dumb as a box of hair. How long is
Yeah,
that going to work for you?
that's true. That's true. That's true.
I
Yeah.
remember a couple of years ago, I dated this guy, one date for about 4 hours. When I went to meet him, when I was walking toward him, I was like, I am going to be naked as soon as possible. And then after talking to him for about 2 hours, I was kind of like, I'm going to be in jail as soon as possible. I'm going to throw this guy out of my moving vehicle.
I had a guy like that. Everything about him, well, no, rewind. The physical, handsome. When I say fine, fine. Great in bed. But when he talked, then his mama named him Craig with a K, and it was just downhill from there. It was too much for me. It was like, okay. I just like when he talked, he really like just, and then when he texted me, grammar is everything. Not just like if you're texting to do a quick text, but like just long messages with just you be sitting there like, how
I
did they
mean,
put you out of the second grade?
you're like, I'm losing IQ points as we speak.
Right. Trying to read this. Like, so I get it. Like, yeah, that for me, like, I mean, it's not a fetish, but I have to, you have to stimulate my brain. Like, boy, it's just going to go downhill from there.
Yeah, like you have to make me laugh.
Me too. Me too. You cannot be, you can't be like one, a Debbie Downer, or you can't be like, um, a guy who always complaining about stuff.
No. I had somebody reached out to me on the dating site a couple of times. They were like pretty serious about it. And then they were like, I'm a sapiosexual. Oh, okay. I like women for their intellect. And you're really smart. Yeah, I am really smart. But I want somebody who wants to bang me like a screen door in a hurricane.
Yeah.
I want to intellectually stimulate you. That is not the highest and best use of my time.
Right.
Second of all, please tell me, you know, what is it you're into? I also like a man who can be like a personal episode of Sports Center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's not even a lie. Like I want you to tell me why you think that the Mets could end up in the World Series.
Right.
I want you to tell me why you think Aaron Rodgers should be a Jet. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But people are talking about it. And that's kind of like I dig that. I want a guy who wants to spend almost every Sunday in the autumn. watching football and almost every Sunday in the summer at the beach.
Okay. Yeah, that see for me, I'm the total opposite.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
ain't got to know nothing about sports. You ain't gotta know. You ain't gotta know none of that. You know, um, you have to be amazing in bed, because then what's the point of you even being birthed? Like, and like, but that intellect. So although I'm not, how you was saying the guy was, I'm not that, but I cannot. My cooch is not getting wet if you seem like you should have been still in the second grade. I'm just not.
Yeah. No, no, no. You need, but the thing too, and I know you, and I know your husband. You like a man who knows how to work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You like a man who is going to make sure that the bills are paid and you're not going to have to like stress about it. And you're not a slouch when it comes to working because, you know, you are like queen of the hustlers. But you
Yeah.
like a guy who knows how to pay a bill.
Yes. Yes. Because if you don't, I'm not
If
getting
you
wet.
don't,
I'm not getting wet for you. It's a wrap.
yeah, what's the point?
Yeah. Why were you even birthed?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's definitely like, you know, but can some of your, so I have a question. Can some of your, I guess it's like kink and fetish is almost, it's almost, it's not the same, but like they're cousins, kind of, sort of.
Well, by definition, fetishes don't have to involve sexual contact.
That's true too. You're right.
You can get off just by like being around it or seeing it visually. Kink is like it goes like with you. Like it's part of the overall act, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's again, if you like to get a few good spanks on the butt before you get it in, that's
Or
your.
while you're getting it in,
I'm trying to think of like the logistics of that.
doggy style.
Huh. But not with a
While you,
paddle, because it's whole like yeah.
huh?
I'm trying to think of the logistics of the paddle.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, no,
Are you
I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
like?
Mm.
Yeah, that's that's the thing. Like, smack me while you're doing doggy style. Like, that is the thing. That is the thing. So,
And there's also little things like some people like when you put your finger in their mouth.
yeah.
Some people really like that. I'm
No,
not
they do.
them,
They
but
do.
I do know people that are really like that.
Put your finger in their mouth.
Yes.
I mean, it's happened, but it's almost like, what's the point?
I used to think that until it turned out to be somebody's kink. And it was like part of the whole, like, at least for a little while, giving your finger your thumb.
Mm. But people also like that whole finger in the butt thing, which is, I don't, yeah, no. But that's also a thing too. I don't
I
get it.
believe that that's the song. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
That's,
Finger in the butt.
ugh. almost like I cringe at that. Whoever made up that one is like, ugh, yeah, why? Why? The butt is for one thing only. I can't. No. Oh God. Yeah, like no way. But I mean, I've had a friend who she used to be like, I'm not coming unless he fuck me in the butt.
But that's the thing. It's that little bonus, that extra something something that you gotta have that maybe nobody else gotta have.
Yeah, yeah, but that just not that. Just not that.
Like,
Dear
like
God.
for me, nobody's putting my toes in or around your face.
Okay, like I said earlier, I used to think like that.
Yeah.
Now I don't. When when it was introduced, it was like when my husband introduced that, it was like, hmm, okay, I can dig it. Like, and yeah. So I used to think like that, but that's why I never. I will say this: although I'm very opposed to the butt thing, I'm opposed to it because I've tried it.
And you
I
don't like it.
right. I never like I if my mate want to try something, I'm open to try it. But then if I try it and I don't like it, then you just gotta respect that.
When I was like a million years ago when I was married, and I know I've said very few nice things about my ex-husband, but a million years ago when I was married, um, he used to like if I would put lotion on his feet.
Hmm.
And sometimes I liked him. He was okay some days. That one day he was okay. And
Not that one day.
that one day he was okay. And no, that was like a thing. And he really like appreciated that, but that was like a non-sexual thing.
You know what? Honestly, my husband do that for me. Like if I'm like, my feet are really tired, he will rub my feet, put lotion on it or whatever like that. But that's but he's into feet. It's like yikes.
But you have nice feet.
I try to. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I make
like
sure
nice.
I make sure that the polish is good on there. I get my pedicures. They're expensive, like Olivia said, but listen, sometimes as a girl, you just have to pamper yourself. Sometimes you got to eat the charge. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
just got to eat the charge.
Hands and the feet and the hair. And that's also a fetish
That
because
what?
that's also kind of a fetish because there's a whole lot of people in the world that cannot be with someone who doesn't have it all done.
That's true.
Like I've been part of the dating scene for most of this century, and there a lot of times there's a lot of people that are like, oh, when we go out, are you gonna like wear dresses and heels? Mm. Oh, because I like when women look all done up. Usually, even though I would, usually I kind of like take a hard pass.
Mm.
Because if you want me to do too much before we actually go out on one date, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
So you think that person is too like shallow type situation? They're
I
like
think it's
too
like
into
I think
looks?
it's controlling when someone
Right.
wants to tell you what to wear on the first date and they don't
Yes.
even know you. Like, what are they
Yes.
gonna have you to do on the second date? Like, co-sign a car loan? Like, what?
Right. I agree.
Like, where are we going with this?
Right. Yeah. Just watch my style first, and
Yeah,
then get to know me.
see who I am.
Right.
It's also like, all right, I'll show up in a dress and nice boots or a dress and heels. But next thing is like, I want you in a pink dress with flowers. No, no, that will never happen. That just
Right.
won't ever. Yeah, that's not me. But there's a lot of people out there. But I'm not one of them.
Yeah. No. No. Don't tell me what to. Well, I be controlled. I'm just not that girl. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not that girl to be controlled.
yeah. And
Now, if you came home one day, I will say this: if you came home one day and we're in a long relationship, let me preface: we are in a long-term relationship. If you came home one day and put this dress on, I want to see you in this dress. That's different. You know what I'm saying? A long-term relationship. But if I'm just meeting you and you no, no. And if you're gonna tell me what to wear, you're buying it. Period.
well, the older I get, the more I feel about like if there are things that you want,
Buy it.
yeah. Like a long time ago, I was like a long time ago, I was in a relationship with somebody, and it just cost me like about $100 a month just to keep like the hair and the nails.
Yes, you know.
And you do not contribute. Like we're not going anywhere that requires this much upkeep. Like, oh, I like really nice, like like the acrylic nails with nail designs and this, that, the other.
Right, right,
Why am I showing off the huge diamond ring that you got me? No, I'm not.
right, right.
Well, how about that? How about on the nights when I don't see you, which is soon to be every night, I'll go home and do my nails.
Right.
And since I'll be home for 10 nights in a row, I can just focus on one finger at a time.
Right. 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 Right.
Ace.
Yeah. I don't really yeah. I don't really take too kindly to those type of men. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they seem to find me.
And you know what I used to say, but now I see it differently. I used to say those type of men. I used to call it traditional men.
Yeah, they
No,
come
they're,
up
they're
with it.
controlling.
And what have we learned from past episodes? If a guy tells you that he's the only guy he knows that has any common sense, he's the only kind of guy that knows his job where he works at, he's the only one of his mother's kids that knows how to have a relationship, and
I'll pass.
bye.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's,
And
it's too much.
if someone tells you, and we're like way off kink and fetishes right now, but if someone tells you that his best friend is his mom or his best friend is his cat,
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that could be a fetish. And I think it kind of was with somebody that I had dated, but because like really involved with mama. Yeah, no.
At a certain age, your mom should be calling you, asking you like, "You ain't called me in 2 days. What's up?" Like, it shouldn't be. I speak to my mom every day, every second of the hour. I think a healthy relationship, you talk to your mom out of 7 days, 3, 4 times a week, and that's it. Like she got to, because I feel like it's respecting boundaries. So I don't, if that whole thing is, oh, me and my mom talk all day, every day, it's like, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah,
No.
that's so. Question. I know we're at the 40 mark,
Yeah.
but I was thinking, what is going to be our next topic?
Um,
Can start a prelude.
how about we talk about intellectual intimacy?
Mm.
How does getting to your brain get to your heart and get to your other parts?
Get to my vagina. Uh,
How does it go from your brain to the vagine?
I love it. Yeah, because people don't think like I said earlier, like people don't think that that matters. That matters. At least to me it do.
Yeah. No, it absolutely does. That's kind of like I want someone who has an almost encyclopedic knowledge of at least football, if not all sports. And I also want someone who has read a few of like the world's great books.
Hmm.
Like, doesn't have to be any particular books. Although, you know, whatever. Have you listened to some of like the top 100 like albums of all time?
Hmm.
Have you listened to the White Album, the Black Album, Songs in the Key of Life, Houses of the Holy? Like, have you taken the time to,
I like a man who has been to a play as well.
yeah, yeah. Do you
Not
like,
necessarily the opera, because I ain't been to the opera, but a play. At least a Broadway play. And I like a man who can switch it up. Like I like a man who can suit and tie it and then, dress down. Like that can have that versatile. Like so all of that plays into all of because it can shows like you can put yourself together in a business meeting and then you can dress down and protect me if need be. I like that.
yeah, I like somebody who I don't have to worry about what you're going to wear when we go someplace.
Right. Let me
Like,
see your
I
outfit.
don't
Let me see your outfit before I
I
go.
don't have to ask you what you're going to be wearing.
Right.
Nobody's perfect 100% of the time because we've all gotten to someplace and been like, wow, I really should not have worn this, or I wish I wore something
Right.
here or less sexy or more stylish or a little less avant garde. Because,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like now, I think the first time I went to a party at your house, I did not feel like I blended. But
I'm trying to
the
think what
last
was it?
time I went to a party at your house before you moved,
Oh yes.
got it all together. It's kind of like basic black with cleavage.
You
Winter
in
wear.
it. Cause look, Because the host gonna have her cleavage out.
Yeah. The host is going to be wearing black with her cupcakes up in the window.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, I think that's a good topic. I think, and Wise will probably have some stuff to say about that. Hopefully, Wise feel better. He wasn't feeling his best,
Yeah,
so we are hoping he'll feel better. For next Tuesday, we'll
we are
check on.
going to intellectually stimulate you.
Hmm. I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we ending 15 minutes early for the group
I
since we
think
didn't have
that
our
is,
guests?
yep. I think that being that things did not go as planned this week, we will cut it short and get our time back. And then maybe next week we could go on for 15 minutes extra.
We definitely can.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Love you.
Good night.
Bye.